A shop in Florida charged a customer $1,150 for two new catalytic converters. The check engine light stayed on after the job. He took it to a dealership. The converters had never been replaced. The shop had spray painted the old ones silver to look new and handed back the keys. That's not a one-time story. That's Tuesday. $2 billion. That's what auto repair fraud costs American drivers every single year. Not overcharging, not misdiagnosis. Actual parts billed on invoices that were never installed on your car. Parts you paid for are still sitting in a bin at the shop or never left the supplier's warehouse at all. Today, we're going through 5 of them. The ones that appear on invoices constantly and get verified rarely. For each one, I'm going to show you exactly how the scam works, exactly how much it costs, and exactly how to catch it before you hand over a single dollar. The third one happens at every oil change. You've paid for it, multiple times without knowing. Let's get into it. Part 1. The catalytic converter. This is the most expensive phantom repair on this list, and the most brazen, because the shop that spray painted those converters in Florida wasn't an isolated bad actor. Catalytic converter fraud is documented across every state, every year, in shops ranging from backstreet garages to franchise service centers. Here's why it's the perfect scam. The catalytic converter sits underneath your vehicle, enclosed in heat shielding, completely invisible without a lift. You can't see it from the driver's seat. You can't see it when you walk around the car. You have absolutely no way of knowing whether the part that's under there is the one you paid for unless you know exactly what to look for. A new OEM catalytic converter costs $800 to $1,200 depending on the vehicle. Labor is 1 to 2 hours. Total job, $1,000 to $2,000. That's a significant invoice. And shops know that significant invoices create pressure to just pay and leave. Here's what the fraud looks like in practice. 3 variations, all documented. First, the spray paint job. Old converter cleaned, painted silver or chrome, reinstalled. Looks new from underneath if you don't know what new actually looks like. Check engine light comes back within weeks because the substrate inside is still spent. Customer returns. Shop diagnoses a different problem. More money. Second, the used converter swap. Shop charges for a new OEM unit at $1,200. Installs a salvage yard converter worth $40. Customer gets a converter that lasts 18 months instead of the 10 years a new unit should. Returns for another replacement. Shop profits twice. Third, the complete phantom. Nothing gets touched. The invoice shows parts and labor. Car goes back with an identical worn converter. This is the Florida case. It's also the hardest to prosecute because proving a negative requires the customer to know what they're looking for before the job happens. Here's exactly how to protect yourself. Before you authorize any catalytic converter replacement, take your phone under the car and photograph the existing converter. Note the color, the weld points at each end, any surface rust or discoloration pattern. A used or original converter has surface oxidation, heat staining, and carbon deposits that are impossible to fake on a new unit. After the job, photograph again. New converter should show fresh weld seams, clean metal surfaces, zero heat staining, and a manufacturer's stamp or part number on the body. Ask for the part box. Every legitimate new catalytic converter comes in manufacturer packaging with a part number that matches your vehicle. No box means no new part. One more thing. Ask for the old converter back. You are legally entitled to replace parts in most states. Ask before the job begins. Get it in writing on the work order. Any shop that refuses to return a catalytic converter they claim to have replaced is telling you exactly what happened to the part you paid for. Part 2. The timing belt. This is the most dangerous phantom repair on this list. Not because of the money, because of what happens when it goes wrong. The timing belt synchronizes your engine's crankshaft and camshaft rotation. Every valve, every piston, every combustion event depends on that belt maintaining exact timing. When it fails, it doesn't gradually degrade. It snaps, instantly, at any speed, and when it snaps, Pistons and valves collide inside the engine at high speed. Bent valves, damaged pistons, destroyed engine. Repair bill is anywhere from $3,000 to $6,000. Sometimes the engine is totaled entirely. This is why timing belt replacement is one of the highest fear-based repairs in the industry. Shops mention it, and customers authorize it immediately. Nobody wants to risk a snapped belt on a highway at 70 miles per hour. That fear is exactly what makes it the perfect phantom repair. The job costs $500 to $900 depending on the vehicle. Labor is 3 to 5 hours because accessing the belt requires removing significant engine components. Most customers never see the engine during the process. They drop off the car, come back 3 hours later, pay the invoice, and drive away with no way of knowing whether anything was touched. Here's what the fraud looks like. Technician removes the timing cover, takes a photo of the old belt for documentation purposes, replaces the cover, and writes up the invoice. Belt never leaves the engine. Customer pays $900 for a cover removal and reinstallation. How to catch it? Before you authorize timing belt replacement, use a paint marker to put a small dot on the accessible edge of the existing belt where it's visible through the inspection cover. Don't mention it to anyone. When you pick up the car, ask to see the old belt. Legitimate shops keep the removed parts for customer inspection. If the belt they hand you has your paint mark on it, nothing was replaced. That mark just saved you $900 and exposed a fraud. Second method, ask for the part box. New timing belt kits come in manufacturer packaging with part numbers. Gates, Dayco, and Continental, all major brands, package their kits in labeled boxes. No box means the part came from nowhere, which means it went nowhere. Third method, check the tensioner and water pump. Every reputable mechanic replaces the tensioner pulley and water pump simultaneously with the timing belt, because the labor to access them is already done. If your invoice shows a timing belt only, no tensioner, no water pump, that's either a mechanic cutting corners or a job that was never performed. Neither is acceptable at $500 to $900. Part 3. The cabin air filter. This one happens at every oil change. You've paid for it multiple times, and the version most drivers experienced wasn't even their filter. Here's how the scam works. Service advisor comes to the waiting room holding a filthy black air filter, holds it up. Look at the state of this. It's completely clogged. You need a new one. Customer approves the $25 to $80 replacement. Advisor walks back into the shop. Your filter stays exactly where it was. The filthy one goes back into the prop box they use for every customer who gets the same presentation that day. The cabin air filter is the single easiest prop in the shop because dirty filters all look identical. Black, compressed, visually alarming. There is no way to tell which car it came from by looking at it. Shops have used the same demonstration filter hundreds of times. Customers approve the replacement every single time because they can see the evidence with their own eyes. Except the evidence isn't theirs. This is so common that in a national survey of car owners, 15% accuse shops of claiming to perform work they never actually did. Cabin air filter replacement is one of the most cited specific examples because of how consistently it repeats across different shops in different states. Here's how to stop it permanently. Takes 30 seconds before your next service visit. Find your cabin air filter access panel. It's almost always behind the glove box or under the dashboard on the passenger side. Open it, look at your filter, take a photo, note the color, the debris pattern, any distinctive dirt accumulation in specific corners. When the service advisor brings out a filter during your next visit, ask them to show you where they removed it from. In your car, with you watching. Watch how quickly the presentation changes. Better, replace it yourself before the visit. Cabin air filters cost $8 to $15 online. Takes 5 minutes to swap. Now when they bring out the dirty prop filter, you can tell them with complete confidence that you replaced it last week. The look on their face is the confirmation you needed. One final detail. Write the replacement date on your new filter with a marker before installing it. Date and mileage. If a shop ever claims to have replaced it, Ask to see the old one. Your handwriting will be on it. No writing means it wasn't yours. Part 4. Brake rotors and calipers. Nobody questions a brake job. That's the entire reason this scam works. Mention brakes, and every driver immediately authorizes whatever the shop recommends. Nobody wants to find out what happens when brakes fail at highway speed. Shops know this, and they've built entire invoicing strategies around that fear. Here's what legitimate brake service looks like. Pads wear down to 3 millimeters, replacement needed. Rotors measured with a micrometer. If below minimum thickness specification, replacement needed. Calipers inspected for seized pins and uneven pressure. If compromised, replacement needed. 3 separate evaluations, 3 separate decisions. Here's what phantom brake service looks like. Invoice shows pads, rotors, and calipers. Labor shows 4 hours. Total, $800 to $1,200 per axle. Technician changes the pads. Rotors and calipers stay exactly where they are. Customers drive away on the same rotors they came in with, paying for new ones they never received. This happens because rotors and calipers are the high-margin items on a brake invoice. Pads cost $30 to $60. Rotors cost $40 to $120 each. Calipers cost $60 to $200 each. A full axle brake job invoiced at $1,000 might involve $80 in actual parts installed. Here's how to catch it before it happens. Before dropping off your car, photograph your rotors through the wheel spokes. New rotors have a smooth machine surface with 0 wear grooves and a manufacturer edge stamp visible at the outer rim. Worn rotors show concentric wear grooves, lip formation at the outer edge, and surface oxidation in the non-contact area. 2 minutes with your phone before the appointment creates a record that's impossible to argue with. After the job, photograph again immediately in the parking lot. New rotor surfaces are visibly different from worn ones. 0 grooves, clean machined finish. If the rotors look identical to your before photos, they are identical to your before photos. Ask for the old parts every single time. Rotors are heavy, obvious components that cannot be faked. If a shop replaced your rotors, they have 2 heavy steel discs sitting in the shop. Ask for them. A shop that replaced your rotors will hand them over without hesitation. A shop that didn't will tell you they were disposed of, sent to recycling, or not available. That answer is your confirmation. Part 5. Oil filter and fluid grade switch. This one is the lowest dollar amount on this list, and the highest frequency, because it happens every single oil change on vehicles where the customer never marks the filter or checks the fluid grade. 2 separate scams, both documented, both happening constantly. The oil filter phantom. You pay for an oil change, including filter replacement. Technician drains the oil, refills with fresh oil, and never touches the filter. Old filter stays on the engine. You drive away with fresh oil running through a filter so saturated it stopped filtering miles ago. Oil bypasses the filter through the pressure relief valve, a safety mechanism designed for cold starts now running constantly because the filter is blocked. Engine running on unfiltered oil within 2,000 miles of a service you paid for. The fluid grade switch. You pay for full synthetic at $8 to $12 per quart premium over conventional. The technician drains the old oil, refills with cheap conventional oil, writes synthetic on the invoice. Price difference pocketed per vehicle. Across 50 oil changes per day at a busy shop. That's a significant daily theft running completely undetected. Here's how to catch both permanently. Before every oil change, take a paint marker and put a small dot on your oil filter. Any color, any location, photograph it. When you pick up the car, look at the filter immediately in the parking lot. Your mark should be gone. If it's still there, the filter was never changed. That's the entire test. 30 seconds. For fluid grade verification, ask for the oil container before the service begins. Every shop pulls the oil from stock before the drain. Ask to see the container they're using on your vehicle specifically. Synthetic and conventional packaging are distinctly different. If they can't produce a synthetic container, you know what went in your engine. One more method that works for both. After the service, pull the dipstick immediately. Fresh, full synthetic is amber gold and completely clear when held up to light. Fresh conventional is slightly darker and less transparent. Used oil of any grade is dark brown to black. If your oil looks dark immediately after a change, something went in that wasn't fresh. 5 parts. All 5 appear on invoices constantly. All 5 get verified seldom. Catalytic converter, timing belt, cabin air filter, brake rotors, oil filter, and fluid grade. Every single one has a 30-second check that catches the fraud before you pay for it. Paint mark your oil filter. Photograph your rotors before the appointment. Write the date on your cabin air filter. Ask for the old parts back every single time. That last one alone changes everything. A shop that did the work hands them over immediately. A shop that didn't suddenly have a very different conversation. Drop a comment right now. Which of these has happened to you? Or which one are you checking at your next service? I'll respond to every single one.